All right, hello there again. So we're just going to concentrate first on tangent and cotangent in the four quadrants of the coordinate plane. So I would like for you to pause this video and write down, I have theta 1 is just to here. Now what is theta 1? Do you recognize this special right triangle? Okay, maybe it pops right out to you, maybe it doesn't. Anyways, we'll be hitting these special right triangles a whole bunch. If you need a complete review on special right triangles, just write me a WhatsApp and tell me. If any of this I skip too fast through something, you just tell me, and I'll make another little lesson about it. Okay. So I would like for you to pause this, and in each of the quadrants, I wrote down the coordinates of these 4 points. So theta 1 at the end of it is point P or whatever. There's the coordinates, X and Y, right? X and Y. And then over here you got X and Y coordinates, X and Y coordinates, X and Y coordinates. So I would like for you to pause this, take however long it takes you, and you got tangent and cotangent each of the 4 coordinates. And I'll see you back when you're finished with that. Okay, we're back here. Let's start in quadrant 1. It'll be just like we just did. Tangent is opposite, so you can go ahead and always draw out, I always do anyways, draw out your little right triangle here, you know, drop that vertical down there. Then I know that this height is that y value, 1/2, so the 1/2 is that height right there. And the square root of 3/2 is the x, is the adjacent side of the right triangle. So this will be the opposite of the, the y is opposite of the angle, and the x coordinate is adjacent to it. Okay, so tangent we know is the slope of this line, right? Tangent is slope, okay? That's where these trig functions all get started. There's a little review here, but the tangent of this hypotenuse, the tangent of this line, tangent is the slope of the line, okay? So that's by definition. Okay, so it is the rise divided by the run. The opposite divided by the adjacent is the rise over the run. It is the y over x. You know, remember y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1? Well, this is 0, 0. Point 1 is 0, 0, because we're always starting in the center of the unit circle now. And so it makes it simple. So, without further ado, you got 1/2 over square root of 3 over 2, flip it over. Remember, you got 1 over square root of 3. This pen is nice and dark, but it is kind of messy. Square root of 3 over 3. And cotangent, I flip it over. So, in the first quadrant, tangent and cotangent are positive. Okay, and now let's look in quadrant 2. What would be the only difference? So the values will be the same, because we basically have the same angle, and you know this angle here is what is angle of theta 1? Angle of theta 1 is 30 degrees. Remember, 30, 60, 90 right triangle, special right triangle. So we got the same triangle over here. If I drop this down, we'll have a 30, 60, 90 again right there, right? This is going to be 30 degrees here. So this is theta 2 is 150 degrees, right? Or negative 210. Okay, so the more you mess with this, all those angles will just make themselves known. So the only difference here is in this one, this is 1/2 positive 1/2, but now this is negative square root of 3 over 2. Sorry, that pen is messy. But the main thing is that's negative. So tangent will be negative square root of 3 over 3. And cotangent will be negative also, because I'm just flipping that over, but I keep, you know, it's still going to be negative divided by positive. So it will be negative. So cotangent will be negative also, negative square root of 3. So in quadrant 2, tangent and cotangent, no matter where this point would be over here, the y value will be positive and the x value will be negative. And so cotangent and tangent are always negative in quadrant 2. positive in quadrant 1, negative in quadrant 2. Okay, so here we go. Once again, it's going to be the same down here. We can make our, well, these should line up, but this is just a sketch. So we got our thing again. Once again, this will be 30 degrees. So this would be negative 150 or positive 210 degrees. It's theta 3. And now here we would have, this is negative 1/2, and this is negative square root of 3 over 2. Negative divided by negative is positive. So we're going to have the same values that we had in quadrant 1. Okay? That cool? Okay, so quadrant 1, quadrant 3, tangent and cotangent are positive. Quadrant 2, and we'll go over here to quadrant 4. In quadrant 4, the y is negative and the x coordinate is positive. So when you're in here, you know, x is positive, y is negative when you're in quadrant 4. And so we're going to do either a negative divided by positive or positive divided by negative. Either way, these are going to come out the same way they did over in quadrant 2. So in quadrant 4, we got negative square root of 3 over 3 and negative square root of 3. Okay, I hope that helps you. All right.